growing older should be a time of respect, wisdom, and appreciation. But strangely, many people begin to feel more isolated and less welcomed after they cross 80. It isn't always because of age, weakness, or health. It's often because of subtle behaviors that slip in without anyone noticing. Today's video will open your eyes to the 5 hidden habits that make people quietly pull away from seniors, even when they won't say it out loud. This isn't about blaming older adults. It's about reclaiming dignity, strengthening relationships, and understanding the psychology behind how people respond to aging. And if you fix these habits, you'll instantly become someone people respect, enjoy, and feel inspired by, regardless of age. Stay with me until the end, because habit number 5 is the most surprising and the easiest to change. As we age, life becomes more complicated, and the circle of people we trust becomes smaller. But sometimes, without realizing it, seniors slip into patterns that others find draining, difficult, or uncomfortable. The first habit many older adults fall into is constant complaining. Pain, discomfort, finances, loneliness. These are real issues. But when every conversation becomes about what hurts, what went wrong, or who disappointed you, people begin to emotionally step back. Younger people often don't know how to respond, and even peers begin to feel weighed down. The problem is not sharing your struggles, it's making them your only identity. When an 80-year-old shifts from talking about problems to talking about solutions, memories, lessons, and wisdom, people automatically lean in instead of pulling away. A positive mindset at this age is rare, and that rarity makes it powerful. The second habit is interrupting or talking over others. Many seniors don't do this intentionally. Sometimes hearing loss, speech slowdowns, or excitement can cause them to jump into conversations early. But to others, especially younger generations, it feels disrespectful or controlling. At 80, you have more knowledge and experience than most people in the room. But letting others speak fully shows confidence, not weakness. When you pause, listen, and then add your voice, it transforms you from the older person who dominates conversations to the elder everyone listens to when they finally speak. If you've made it this far in life, you've earned the right to be heard. But sometimes the best way to be heard is by giving others the gift of being listened to first. If you're still watching, please subscribe. It helps the channel reach more seniors who truly need this guidance. Another habit that pushes people away is repeating the same stories again and again. Memory changes happen, and that's normal. But when someone hears the same story for the 3rd or 4th time, they quietly check out. What most seniors don't realize is how much power they can reclaim by becoming more intentional about the stories they tell. Instead of retelling the same cycles, try asking questions, showing curiosity, or sharing new reflections about life. People love stories, but they love stories that evolve. When your voice brings something fresh, thoughtful, or emotional, people are drawn to you instead of drained. Even acknowledging with humor, "Stop me if I've told you this one before," instantly makes the moment lighter and more enjoyable. The 4th habit is criticizing everything new. Technology, fashion, music, the younger generation's behavior. Many seniors unintentionally take the position that everything was better before. While that may feel true in your heart, constant criticism makes people defensive and distant. The secret to staying likable after 80 is showing curiosity instead of judgment. Saying things like, "Teach me how this works," or "I'm not used to this, but it's interesting," makes younger people feel valued, and it helps you stay mentally young. A curious senior becomes magnetic. A judgmental senior becomes avoided. The choice is small, but the difference is huge. If you're still here and enjoying this, please take a moment to subscribe. It truly inspires me to create more life-changing content for seniors. Finally, habit number 5, the most damaging one, is giving unsolicited advice. Older adults give advice from love and experience, but when it's given too often or too forcefully, it feels controlling. People begin to avoid conversations because they fear being corrected or lectured. The secret is shifting from advice to sharing experiences. Instead of saying, "You should do this," try saying, "Here's what helped me when I was your age." This tiny change keeps your wisdom powerful, but never pushy. And ironically, the less you force advice, the more people ask for it. Reaching 80 is not a decline, it's an achievement. But these 5 habits can make others step back without telling you why. By replacing complaining with positivity, interrupting with listening, repetition with curiosity, criticism with openness, and unsolicited advice with shared experience, you transform your relationships instantly. You don't become someone people merely tolerate. You become someone they admire, enjoy, and seek out. Age can push people away, but wisdom and kindness pull them back. And at 80, you have more of both than ever. Many older adults find themselves slipping into the habit of cutting people off mid-conversation without even realizing. It's rarely done on purpose. Sometimes it's due to excitement, slower processing speed, or simply not hearing the other person clearly. but for younger people, it can come across as dismissive or overpowering. By the time you reach 80, you often carry more life experience than anyone else around you, but allowing others to finish their thoughts shows maturity, not weakness. When you take a moment to listen fully and respond after you've truly heard them, your words land more meaningful. Instead of being seen as the person who takes over every conversation, you become the person whose voice carries weight when you finally speak. You've lived long enough to deserve respect, but offering others the space to talk first makes your presence even more powerful. Another habit that unintentionally creates distance is repeating the same story multiple times. It's natural for memory to shift as the years go by, but when a familiar story resurfaces again and again, people disconnect quietly. What many seniors don't realize is how much influence they gain by becoming more mindful with the stories they choose to share. Rather than revisiting the same moments out of habit, try engaging others by asking thoughtful questions or offering new insights. People enjoy a good story, but they enjoy it even more when it grows or reveals something meaningful. Even joking lightly with, "Stop me if I've said this before," makes everyone feel at ease and turns the moment warm instead of awkward. A third habit that creates tension is rejecting anything unfamiliar. It might be new gadget, new style trends, new communication patterns, or the way younger generations behave. It's easy to feel like the past made more sense, but constant criticism pushes people away without you noticing. Staying likable after 80 isn't about agreeing with everything. It's about staying curious. Saying, "Show me how this works," or "This is different, but I'd like to understand it," opens doors. Curiosity keeps your mind young and makes others feel appreciated. One more habit that quietly damages relationships is offering advice no one asked for. Most older adults give guidance from a place of love, but when it feels continuous or forceful, others pull back. Instead of telling someone what they should do, try sharing what you learned from your own experience. That small shift keeps your wisdom influential without feeling overbearing. Ironically, when you stop pushing advice, people seek it out more.